Hello everyone. In our last video, we have talked about how Liu Bang seized the opportunity during the chaotic times, occupying Hanzhong and Bashu area. These areas had plenty of supplies and were easy to defend but hard to attack. Plus, he had the help of great advisors and capable generals like Xiao He, Han Xin, and Zhang Liang, and so on. With their assistance and help, Liu Bang marched through the ancient pass and took control of Chencang and secured the three Qing's areas, starting his journey to compete with Xiang Yu for control of the land of China. It became clear that once Han Xin joined Liu Bang's group and start to take charge of the military, but not all of the military troops, they had victory after victory with lucky. If you look at the timeline, in the 8th month of the first year of the Han calendar, the king of Yong, Zhang Han, was defeated, and the king of Sai, Sima Xin, surrounded, followed by the king of Zhai, Dong Yi. In the 10th month of the second year of Han calendar, the king of Henan, Shen Yang, surrendered also, and the king of Han, Zheng Chang, also surrendered. In March, the king of Wei, Wei Bao, surrendered, and the king of Yin, Sima Ang, was captured and later surrendered to Liu Bang. By the way, this Sima Ang was the ancestor of the famous Sima Yi family from the Three Kingdoms period at the end of the Han Dynasty. Now, why are we using Han year calendar, the Han calendar, even though the Han Dynasty wasn't established yet at that time? This is because it was part of the calendar reform by the first emperor of Qin Dynasty, Qin Shi Huang, Yin Zheng, who set October as the beginning of the year. Traditional historians counted the first year of Han after the fall of Qin Dynasty. So, the first year of Han lasted from October to the following September. That means that events like Ziying's surrender, Xiang Yu's division of the land, and the new lords returning to their domains, also Liu Bang leaving Hanzhong, all happened in the first year of Han. But according to the Gregorian calendar, Western calendar, these events spanned 207 BC and 206 BC. These major events happened in such quick succession, showing how fast the situation was changing. In fact, it only took 3 months from Qin King Ziying's surrender to Xiang Yu's division of the land, another 3 months for the new lords to retain their new lands, and 4 months for Liu Bang to leave Hanzhong. In the following 6 months, one of the kings appointed by Xiang Yu was defeated, and 6 others either surrendered or were captured. This shows the incredible speed and also highlights Han Xin's military genius. On Xiang Yu's side, things were much more chaotic. The king of Changshan, Zhang Er, was driven out by Chen Yu. The king of Liu Dong, Han Guang, was killed by the king of Yan, the king of Qi, Tian Du, the king of Jiaodong, Tian Shi, and the king of Jibei, Tian An. These three Tian were all eliminated by Tianrong. Tianrong also sent Peng Yue to stir up trouble in the Liang region, now in the cavern of Henan province, causing chaos across the land. As the overlord of Western Chu, Xiang Yu now had to step in to clean up the mess. But the question was, should he deal with Liu Bang, who controlled the original Qin lands in the west, or Tianrong, who had declared himself king in the east, occupying the original Qin lands? Xiang Yu hesitated. At a point, Zhang Liang stepped in and cleverly misled Xiang Yu, saying that Liu Bang only wanted to be the king of Guanzhong, as used to promised. Having luckily secured Guanzhong, Liu Bang wouldn't dare move east. Meanwhile, Qin and Zhao were openly declaring their Qi and Zhao intending to destroy Chu. So Xiang Yu decided to attack Qi first. As usual, Xiang Yu's campaign against Qi was violent and brutal. He burned the cities he captured and massacred the soldiers who surrendered, even killing innocent civilians, including women and children. This, of course, turned people against him, especially Qi's people. Also, Tianrong was finally defeated and killed, but his brother Tian Heng crowned his son Tian Guang as king and continued to lead the soldiers and people of Qi land in their struggle against Xiang Yu. Xiang Yu was stuck in the battlefield of Qi, unable to move himself and his troop, where his army and supplies were greatly depleted. At the same time, Xiang Yu made a very serious political mistake. He deeply resented the Duke of Chu, used to be the king of Chu, Mi Xin. So at the division of the land, Xiang Yu ordered Mi Xin to be driven out of Pengcheng and moved to a poor and remote place called Cheng County, Bing County. 5 months later, Mi Xin was still in Pengcheng before Xiang Yu set out to attack Tianrong in Qi's land. He feared Mi Xin would take advantage of his absence and rebel in Pengcheng. So he forced him to leave. After Mi Xin set out, Xiang Yu secretly ordered Yin Bu and others to disguise themselves as bandits and kill Mi Xin on the way. To be fair, Mi Xin didn't have any great achievements, military achievements, but he also didn't commit any crimes. No matter what, when Xiang Liang and Xiang Yu first revolted, they did so under the banner of restoring the Chu royal family. Mi Xin, as an author of royal family, with no real power now, was already a pathetic puppet being used for political purpose. Now Xiang Yu's decision to kill Mi Xin just out of personal dislike was both cruel and foolish. Mixing had been a symbol of resistance against the Qin Dynasty, and Xiang Yu himself had once just stand around that banner and insist on it. Now that it was no longer useful, Xiang Yu just discarded it like trash. Such heartless betrayal chilled the hearts of people everywhere. This event gave Liu Bang the perfect political opportunity or excuse to strike Xiang Yu. In March of the second year of Han calendar, Liu Bang arrived in Luoyang and held a public mourning for the king of Chu. He issued a proclamation saying that the king of Chu, Mixing, was chosen by all under heaven, and killing him was an offense against everyone. Therefore, all who were loyal should unite to punish those responsible for the Chu king's death, namely the overlord of Western Chu, Xiang Yu, who had now earned a new title, the murder of the king. Liu Bang's accusation painted Xiang Yu as a disloyal and unrighteousness tyrant, while Liu Bang raised the banner of righteousness and loyalty. Under this banner, Liu Bang gathered an army of about 560,000 people from armies from various lords, and seizing the opportunity, while Xiang Yu's forces were now tied down in Qi's land. Liu Bang's coalition advanced and captured Xiang Yu's base, Pengcheng. The victorious commanders started celebrating, partying with beautiful women, drinking every day. But Xiang Yu wasn't called the overlord of Western Chu for nothing. Upon hearing the news of Pengcheng's fall, he left most of his army and some generals to command and continue fighting in Qi's battlefield. He himself, he personally led 30,000 elite soldiers back to Pengcheng. And then what happened? Liu Bang's army was utterly defeated. The battle was brutal, and so many Han soldiers, the soldiers of the coalitions, were killed that their bodies clogged even the rivers. If not for a sudden sandstorm that blew dust into the faces of the Chu army, preventing them from finding Liu Bang, he might have lost his life in this battle. Liu Bang was in a dire situation when he fled the battlefield. He had only a few dozen riders with him. This shows that his supposed army of 560,000 had already fallen apart. He tried to pass through Pei County, his hometown, to pick up his family, but failed. Just on the road, he met his son and daughter, who would later become Emperor Hui of Han and Princess Lu Yang. one daughter, one son. But even they barely survived, with the Chu army close behind. Liu Bang, fearing he couldn't escape, threw his children from the chariot 3 times, only for his driver, Xiahou Ying, to secure them each time. Xiahou Ying said that no matter how desperate the situation, Liu Bang couldn't leave the children to die. Only then did Liu Bang stop to do it again. In the end, they barely escaped. This was the same Liu Bang who had just righteously declared war on Xiang Yu for the true king's death. His passionate declaration, which had once stirred people's heart, but now seemed hollow. In reality, Liu Bang was never one for loyalty or righteousness. But then again, were others any better? 8 months earlier, the king of Sai, Sima Xin, and the king of Zhai, Dong Yi, had surrendered to Liu Bang, but now they immediately switched sides and surrendered to Xiang Yu. The king of Wei, Wei Bao, who had been forced into Liu Bang's coalition, saw Liu Bang's defeat now and slipped away to betray Liu Bang and join Xiang Yu. So all these shows that Liu Bang's coalition of lords was just a motley crew, and without true loyalty. So how could 560,000 men lose to Xiang Yu's 30,000 elite soldiers? Avenging the true kings, avenging for the true king was never a real possibility. Liu Bang, barely escaping with his life, retreated to Xinyang, modern day just near Zhengzhou city in Henan province, where Xiaohe's reinforcements and Han Xin helped him regain a foothold. However, his father and wife, Lu Zhi, were captured by Xiang Yu and held hostage for more than 2 years before they were released. As for Han Xin, he didn't personally participate in the critical Battle of Pengcheng this time. He was stationed nearby in Xinyang, serving as the Han army's backup. If he had commanded, the outcome of the battle might have been different. From a human nature perspective, it's possible that since Han Xin had only recently been employed by Liu Bang didn't fully trust him to take charge of the entire army. Naturally, he wouldn't completely entrust such a decisive battle to Han Xin. After the defeat, Liu Bang, his trusted generals, Liu Bang and his trusted generals fled to Xinyang, where they regrouped with Han Xin's forces and Xiaohe, and gradually collected the scattered remnants of their army. From then on, Liu Bang and Xiang Yu were locked in a stalemate in the central plains of China. Liu Bang's luck was that he had two key allies, Peng Yue and Yin Bu. Yin Bu, we have mentioned many times. Yin Bu had originally been appointed the king of Jiujiang by Xiang Yu, but was persuaded to defect to Liu Bang. Peng Yue, meanwhile, was appointed the chancellor of Wei by Liu Bang. Though the king of Wei, Wei Bao, betrayed Liu Bang at that moment, but Peng Yue didn't. And he even reached guerrilla warfare in Xiang Yu's territory, supplying grain and army to Liu Bang. In the end, aside from Han Xin, Peng Yue and Yin Bu played the most crucial roles in defeating Xiang Yu. But while Liu Bang had allies, he also had his own challenges. If Xiang Yu's trouble lay in Qi's land to the east, then Liu Bang's trouble was in Wei and Zhao to the north. The issue with Zhao was not only because of Liu Bang's defeat, but also because Zhao's chancellor, Qin Yu, resented Liu Bang for not killing Zhang Er. Chen Yu and Zhang Er we also mentioned at the rebellions of Chengsheng and Wuguang. They used to be very close comrades in the fight against the Qin Dynasty. But after falling out, they became bitter enemies. Now that Liu Bang had taken in Zhang Er, Chen Yu was determined to oppose him. These two problems had to be dealt with, and Liu Bang also needed reinforcements on the front lines at Xinyang, which meant he had to raise troops from Zhao and Wei, these two states. So in August, Liu Bang appointed Han Xin as his prime minister and sent him to attack Wei. Han Xin very easily captured the king of Wei, Wei Bao, and in September, he and Zhang Er joined forces to take down the kingdom of Dai. Next, it was time to deal with the kingdom of Zhao, and the famous battle of Jingxing was about to begin, and it would cement Han Xin's legendary status as a military genius. That's all for today's video, and in the next video we will continue with Han Xin's story and Liu Bang and Xiang Yu's competence. If you enjoyed this video, please like and follow, and please feel free to share and comment. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.